I do.
It's your world, man. It's your world, Justin. I'm here
Um,
for you.
well, it's awesome having you here. I'm super excited. Um, this is potentially the first of many that videos I'd like to call Beyond the Pages, where it's
Okay.
kind of getting to know
I like that.
people beyond just the reviewing sense, I guess.
Mhm.
Because there are a lot of people, and I mean, it's not like this is a new idea. This is I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Um,
This is so groundbreaking.
yeah, but it's kind of just making it. I don't know. I kind of just want to talk to cool people who are also on BookTube as well.
That's you know what? I do everyone it's the best.
It is
It's
this.
the best part of it.
It is awesome.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So I dressed up for
You
Halloween.
did. Actually this is kind of close to what I'll be wearing on Halloween, so you could say I'm dressed up for Halloween too.
You could, yeah. No, are. You could be Van Helsing in disguise, and
You never know.
I
You
could
never
be
know.
a vampire. I was gonna put
Yes.
vampire teeth, but I ran out of time.
Oh
Um,
man.
so this is what we got. We got the Bridgerton vest.
You look very very suave.
Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Let's do an introduction. You are John from Talking Story, author, co-author of Discovery,
One of the J's.
one of the J's. I have talked to your son before. He is swell, and
Yeah, he's a good kid. He was here earlier. We had a big story meeting for book 2.
oh, the producer meetings, or is that
Yeah.
the
Well, actually this it was a writer meeting, which he actually shows up for.
these ones aren't
Those he
just
makes.
held in your head?
Yeah, no. Those he actually makes and the A was there as well. We were all there. We had a big meeting today. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of exciting things happening.
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't started your book, but because so I read my first horror book recently.
Oh, what
Black
was it?
Mouth, Ronald Malfi,
That was a good one.
and I don't know how I feel about it. Um,
Okay, well let me help you, Justin.
okay, so I I don't know if it's because like at the beginning I was like scared to start it, so like through it I felt the tension all before I even started. I felt like a
Mhm.
tension reading it. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna like this. What if it
Mhm.
just gets too weird for me?
Mhm.
Because I'm not a fan of scary movies at all. I'm a wuss. Uh, so I started reading it, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to without. Well, you can spoil it, and we can bleep it out.
We don't want to spoil it too much.
No, but it's
Right.
like in the first like I think 50 pages of the book,
Yeah.
there's like a woman and a child under the bed, and it's just like,
Right.
that
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
that's a little that's
That
a
is
little weird.
that is freaky. That was
Yeah,
freaky.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but I
Yeah.
if it's like that, I can probably handle this. And
Mhm.
I think the main part that it scares me is the jump scares. Most of all, I'm.
Which is hard to do in a book, right?
It is. I don't know how you
Yeah.
would accomplish that, but if you can, that would probably amaze me.
Yeah.
I don't see myself like, oh, while reading it. Um, but I went through it, and throughout the middle, I was
Mhm.
like, all right, this guy's like, it kind of felt almost like they treaded on the same water a little too much when it comes to substance abuse and
Mhm.
like, oh, this guy's back, and he's like, oh well, I mean, let's pop off the cap and go at it.
Yeah.
Um, but it around that point it introduced another POV,
Mhm.
and then it definitely picked up from there, I would say.
I could see that. I think a lot of what Malfi is doing there is, mining this past trauma, finding the horror based within each of these characters' journey, based upon their shared trauma from when they were kids that they're all kind of returning back to, and then how each of them very individually and singularly dealt with that trauma moving forward. Substance abuse being one thing, they all have their own journey and their own path, and now they're kind of all called back. And I always like that. I like when we have a good touchstone of the real world and the real kind of things that we all have to deal with. These things that we carry with us, our regrets, our guilt, all this baggage we have for one reason or another. And you can start mining that type of thing because all of us can attach ourselves to that. All of us understand that. We all have that in one way or another, right? So I really liked that he used that past trauma and mined that past trauma for some of the unease in the book, and then layered the supernatural over it. And I don't know about you, but me, I was like questioning all the way through, like, okay, is this a supernatural thing, or did they just
Yes.
see this when they were kids?
No, I did definitely get the almost unreliable narrator sort of feel, because
Yeah, I
there was a
go
part
ahead.
near probably the end of the childhood flashbacks
Hmm.
where, like, something happens to his face, and I'm like, okay, so we're not really,
Yeah,
this isn't real. Like, there can't be something real about that. And then later on it like explains, like, oh, but was any of it real in the first place at all,
yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
And go
And
ahead.
for a while, I was like, okay, is this really going to be something? Or are we going to get the Scooby Doo at the end when the mask comes off and it's like, you darn kids, I would have got away with it. So it kept me guessing, which I thought was pretty cool because usually I'm able to figure out stuff like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was, I mean, I've read a lot of horror as opposed to it being my first time. So I don't know if it was incredibly fresh or inventive,
Hmm.
but I thought it was done well and executed well. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I definitely went out and bought two more Malfi books after I finished it.
Well, so this is my second purchased Malfi book, because I got one at
Mhm.
like I think it was like a half price books. I bought one. I'm like, oh, I've heard John talk about this. I'm gonna, and Mike is a big fan of it
Oh
too.
yeah, Mike is who got me to who
Yeah.
got me to get it. Yeah,
So I was like, picked it up and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, oh, I was looking at the bookshelf like at a later date, and I'm like, this Blackmouth. It sounds like people really, really like this, and I feel like this would be a great start to it. With
yeah.
no other knowledge about it, and I don't hate it. Like, I did feel like tension is like when I first started reading it, I'm like, I don't get how people read this. Like, my heart is beating this whole time. Like,
So it was effective. So you
no,
can't say it wasn't effective. Yeah.
no,
Okay.
it was good. I just don't know if I enjoyed being on like the edge of my seat the whole time.
Gotcha.
And I know some
Gotcha.
people like they look for that, but I don't think that's me at all.
Oh, see, I love it. I think you can get to the crux of a character and really get in there and understand what they stand for and everything when you push them to the limit like
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah.
I dig it. It's been my favorite
Yeah.
genre for a long time.
Or I heard that you were big into horror way before you even like got big into fantasy. Like, that was like your main genre for years.
I mean, yeah, I think I started the channel to kind of catch up on all I've been missing on because I was reading, my faves over and over again and so much of one genre and so much kind of in one little section of the bookstore. And it's like, you know what? I want something new, something different, something I haven't done in a while. I did fantasy when I was younger. I did Rift War and I did Lord of the Rings and Hobbit and um, Chronicles of Narnia, Once and Future King. Like and I loved them. They were some of my favorite books that turned me into a reader. Just then, as I got older, I found Stephen King, and that was it for me. So part of starting the channel was I was looking for like something new, something different, and I had not been happy about Googling best of and getting a
Yeah.
list. And it's like I'd gone to the bookstore a couple times, like, well, that's not quite what I'm looking for. So I just, you know what, I've heard of this thing called BookTube, and I started watching, and they were talking about fantasy authors I'd never heard of, Brandon Sanderson
Right.
and Joe Abercrombie, and I had no idea who these people were, and it's like, oh my gosh, I want to catch up on this. Like this seems like it's totally new for me. So that's part of the reason why it's like, you know what, we'll start this up and we'll kind of catalog as I go through and try and catch up.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, you've made a lot of progress in the fantasy space. I feel like you are now, I'd say, well versed in it now.
Dude, I don't think so. I have so far to go.
Oh,
Like every time I wrap something up, it's like I just there's so many more comments about, oh, you have to try this, 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 and this. Like
yeah,
for everything you wrap up, there's like 6 things. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to read that so bad too. It's amazing when you read uh 5, 6 books a month. I still can't read as much as I want to read.
yeah. No, I definitely feel that too.
Yeah.
Especially with recently these Sun Eater books. Like I
Oh,
have to like sit and like mentally detox after them
yeah.
because they're
I mean,
just so effective.
dude, they leave you like I sometimes at the end of those books, I feel like I just went through some kind of crisis situation
Yeah,
myself, you know?
yeah,
Like, I feel physically tired,
yeah.
like I yes, and I mean, that's, next month, that's gonna wrap up. We're completely finished.
Yes, at the
So,
gala, I'm super excited.
I can't wait. I
I
can't wait for the gala.
I will be there. Everything is confirmed. Um,
Excellent.
it'll be it'll be a across the country flight, which is my first ever. But I'm
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that'll be awesome, man.
you know,
Raleigh's a cool city.
I was looking at places to go over there, because I'd give myself a cushion of about a day and a half around the event to really experience what it is like over there.
Well, there will be tons of people to hang out with, I
I know.
think.
I
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit, and there's you guys, Tom Orange, who
Yeah.
he seems really cool. I haven't watched too many of his videos, but he's just a huge dude in an
Oh,
orange shirt.
Tom Orange, Triple B, Jake from NLR, Tudor Ramble, of course, Mike, Preacher Reads, I think. I mean, it's so many. It's like BookTube prom.
Yeah,
Like, there's gonna be so many of us there to watch Christopher cross this finish line. It's, like, really cool. It's kinda really
yeah,
this huge happening, and I can't be more excited to be there.
yeah. Even just hearing those names, it was like a surreal feeling of like, oh my goodness, I've only seen
We're
these
all
guys
gonna be
through
in
a
the same
screen.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we're all gonna be standing there. It's like it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so amazing.
yeah, yeah. I'm super excited. I read Ashes of Man last week. Like I started on Monday and I ended on Saturday morning.
Yeah,
And that
and
is the fastest I've ever read a book in my life.
dude, that one leaves a mark,
That
right,
one
by the
does.
end.
Oh no,
Oh,
it is it is my favorite Sun Eater book so far. I think
really?
yeah. No, I think they
Okay, I can see it.
as it as the series progresses, I kind of can't look at them as just individual books anymore.
It gets really hard, right? I mean, they're so and credit to Christopher for doing this because I mean, the time jumps between, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's so much time that goes between those books, and at the same time, he does this amazing job of making them feel like a piece of
Yeah.
one big story.
And I think he does that really well. Cuz cuz I started Disquiet Gods, I'm like I got to start this one now. Like
Oh, man,
I can't wait.
that's my favorite. That may
It is.
be so when you finish,
Mhm.
that you might have a new favorite. That's the thing.
Yeah.
How
I
far are you in?
I am 50 pages in.
Okay,
I'm taking this one
you
a bit slower.
yeah,
Because the last one I was like I'm gonna do 100 pages a day, and
yeah.
then by that time I should be able to catch up with Jacob. And then I finish, and it's like Jacob's like, yeah, I got 10 pages left for like a week.
Yeah, oh, but he did finish. He is finished.
Yes, I saw he did finish. I'm glad.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, we got to discuss that at some point. That is,
Oh, yeah, he called me the second he finished, and he was like, "Oh," he's like,
yeah,
"Yeah," because
no,
the ending of that. But the beginning of Disquiet, because at the ending of Ashes, right,
yeah,
like, everything's different. Like, there
everything
is no
changes.
status quo.
Hmm.
Everything has changed. The character arcs have gotten to a place where it's like, "What's gonna come next?" You know?
Yeah,
And that's why I felt the beginning of Disquiet Gods was so satisfying because I had that question going in of how in the world, what's going to happen next? And I don't want to give any spoilers away, obviously, but Hadrian, our main character,
hmm,
has traveled and little longer in the tooth for the life's journey he's had,
yeah,
and I love that. I connected so well with that. I thought it was so amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, with the beginning of this one, I do appreciate the time it takes to, like you said, like, establish what happened in that time gap
Yeah.
and what it's setting up for what the book is about to be. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
after, like, 50 pages, like, now the book's really starting. That was, like, the prologue, the first
Yeah.
7
I
chapters,
completely agree. Completely agree. Yeah.
and I think that I am almost like he's getting old enough now where he's, like, outside of, like, my mental range of how I, like, can relate to people.
Mhm.
Because like, if you see someone, like, or your age, you can kinda relate to them. You've been around the same amount of time, and I feel like he's getting, like, in that older spot, like, outside. I fear that I'm not gonna be able to relate to him as much.
Uh, hang tight.
Okay. I
That's all I'm gonna say.
okay.
That's all I'm
Um,
gonna say.
but no, I'm super excited for this 7th book. This with each book, it is slowly dethroning Stormlight
The one with
Archive as my favorite series.
oh, so Stormlight was before, huh?
Yes. So I only started reading in at the end of, like, 23.
Wow, okay, that's
Um,
awesome, dude.
that's when I, like, picked it up. I
Yeah.
at the beginning of 23, I had a goal of I'm going to read a book, and it's going to be The Witcher because I was really big into The Witcher games.
Cool, yeah.
So I picked up The Witcher. The first, like, 4 books took me, like, 8 months to get through
Yeah.
because I'm listening on
What's
audiobook. I was like,
yeah.
"I could do podcasts. I could do this." And it's
Dude, totally, yeah.
yeah, so I got through those, and then I think it was, like, Daniel Green's video on Mistborn, like everyone else who starts reading, it's Mistborn by
You
Brandon
come to
Sanderson.
Mistborn, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw that, and then I looked around, like, a lot of people were like, "Yeah, no, Mistborn's really good." And then, like, reading Mistborn compared to The Witcher, 2 completely different styles,
Wha oh,
diff
yeah.
different
The vibe is totally yeah,
yeah,
completely, yeah.
because Witcher kinda reads as, like, a historical fiction, almost.
I could definitely see that, yeah.
Is what I got out of it, but I also didn't know
There's
what a
a
historical fiction is because I didn't read.
there's a reality to it, there's a weight to it, there's a
Yeah,
realness, there's a grittiness to it, yeah,
mhm,
yeah.
and then Mistborn is like, this dude's flying around in a building,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he's cool.
it's like it is more it has more of that dashing adventure fun, somewhat like a comic, and some of the big fights and action sequences straight out of an MCU film, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think when I was reading it, I was thinking of, like, an anime fight scene, how, like,
Yes,
some of those
totally.
where it's a whole episode of people just
Yeah,
punching each other, and
yeah.
that's what it
It
felt like.
does have its own level of reality and grittiness too, but it's just the vibe is so different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it gave just enough of, like, a grittiness to it, where it
Mhm.
helped me, like, in the beginning before you really know what's going on, and Brandon does such a good job of explaining it along the magic system along with the characters, so you feel like you're not alone in learning what's happening in the world because the main character doesn't know,
Yeah.
and then you slowly learn with her,
Right,
and
exactly.
it was such a an eye opener when it came to reading for me.
I had so much fun with that trilogy. I really did.
Mhm.
I love where the characters start and where they end by book 3. I talk about reality, like
Oh yeah,
the magic system and the things that he's put together, and the set of rules that he operates within in his own world, are just phenomenal, right? And it
yeah,
gives you that concrete feeling that you're able to suspend your disbelief and go on this ride because I totally trust him. He's figured this all out.
yeah,
So by book 3, when these reveals start happening and these things that he's laid breadcrumbs all the way back to book 1 start paying off, you're like, of course it all comes together. He is quite the architect. He had it all figured out. I really had a great that was one of my earliest ones to catch up on as well.
yeah. That one cemented, I think, me as like, oh, this is a new hobby of mine. I'm going to
Right?
do this so
Love
much
it.
more. Yeah.
I
So
love it. Don't you what's that feeling like, Justin? Was like, dude, I'm in. Like these books, like I know I love story, I love movies, I've watched TV all my life or all that kind of stuff. And it's
mhm.
like you've had that experience with a book and you go, "I get it.
This
I'm
is
in.
different.
This is."
This is
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I haven't been much of a movie guy. I don't watch many movies, which Jacob did not like hearing. I mainly just played games. That was me. Online competitive games was me throughout high school.
That's such a modern way to get story, man. I
It
mean,
is,
that's
and
a whole different way to do narrative, in these times.
well, I didn't even go play the story games really. Like when I
Oh,
was like
really?
younger, I played Assassin's Creed, but that was just about it. I played Skyrim, which is a big staple, and that's my
Yeah, that's a
favorite
big
game of
one.
all time. I've put so much time into that one. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's mainly just like first person shooters like Call of Duty and like Fortnite
Mhm,
was my main
mhm.
thing. And then I graduated high school and I'm like, I got so much time and I'm just sitting here playing games. I gotta do something else. I can't
Yeah.
be just sitting here feel like wasting my life away. I have to learn something.
You
And
Kudos to you, my brother. That's awesome.
even when I did start actually reading, like the way I thought about stuff changed, the way I talked changed. I mean,
Yes.
it
I notice immediately when when I read and when I don't read, like, if I
mhm,
go for and before I did the channel, it's like, I could go I used to be a big gamer too, right? I used to love the story games,
mhm.
is how I always loved story, but it's like I could go 3, 4 months if I'm in a game
Yeah,
and
without
not read that much at all. Like, my free time is like, "Oh, I wanna get a little bit further, get a little bit further." And, getting back into reading the amount I do now, I can tell, especially at my age, like, I can tell I can hold things in my mind better, I can communicate better, I'm it's night and day. It's night and day. Not the games are bad or rot your brain, I don't believe that whatsoever, but there's something about the act of reading that
yeah.
really helps me process on the day to day and see my world in a different way as well.
Yeah, maybe, like, teaching like, these schools were onto something when they were making me read books in high school.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
do
we all
something
shoulda
I did it.
listened.
Yeah. I um, no, but I started reading, I read Mistborn, and I'm like, "Well, we gotta read everything this guy has written." So, throughout that next year, I read all of Brandon's work.
So
Um,
you're caught up on the Cosmere.
I have not read Isles of the Emperor Dark, the
I
new
haven't
one,
either.
or
Yeah, that's
Emperor's
the
Soul.
only one. Ooh, Emperor's Soul's a good one.
Yeah, I wanna save that one for, like, when I got, like, a good while ahead of me, like, I wanna save it for a special time because 'cause I've heard it's
Yeah,
very good,
it
and
is really good. Yeah, it is really, really beautiful. Isles of the Ember Dark, that's you know what? That's the only one I haven't read either. I can't say I'm caught up on the Cosmere because I have not read that.
I've read the Arcanum Unbounded, the
The Sixth at Dusk?
Six of Dusk, I've read that, and
I
I've
have too.
heard that it's basically it's just a novelization of it almost, but, like, with
Right.
added stuff into it, a bigger expanded version of it, I would say. Um,
Yeah.
and
So I guess it's fair to say we've read a piece of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know part of it.
Yeah.
And it it's really exciting, like, looking at where he's going with this, like, especially with Son of Man and, like, these future space stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, man, I feel like I'm, like, get like, I Stormlight won't be done until I'm old."
Oh, yeah. I won't see the end of it,
You
and
don't
that's
think so?
amazing. I don't think so. I mean, when you're old, I will have shuffled off my mortal coil, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure
Um,
Jacob will read you those
yeah,
1,000 paid books.
maybe he can read out loud to me.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's so cool, like, even the next thing coming, Ghost Bloods, I really like this Mistborn thing being at different eras for
Mhm.
each story.
Yeah.
Like, I that's so cool, and I think it's so neat, and I love comics, right?
Mhm.
And to have this huge shared universe with all these different characters and things going on, like, speaks to me because I have loved comics for all these years, so it's like, I know some people are going, "Oh, it's getting so interconnected, and it seems like you have to read it all now to get anything," and it's like, that doesn't bother me because I've always kinda loved the shared universe idea of comics.
Yeah, the shared universe has always thrilled me. I love like, when Avengers Infinity Endgame came out, the second one,
Oh,
like, even,
yeah.
like, going through, it's like, "Alright, the new movie is coming out. I have to watch all, like, 20 movies before this to catch up so I know what's going on before I, like, finish
And did
this."
you?
I did.
Dude,
And
how can you say you're not a movie guy
I
if you spend all
this was like before I didn't. That's about it. It's just superhero movies. And then even after
that
that,
that counts. That counts, Justin.
well, I'm not a movie guy in current times. Is that
All right.
um like there's a lot of movies that come out. I mean, I've watched Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters. That's the only movie I've seen in theaters in years. And
What's I went and saw Superman. That's the last movie I went to
mm,
the theater for.
yeah, Superman I have not seen. I do want to see, but
It was fun.
I feel like I have like right now I have a battle of hobbies where it's well I got work and then in this limited amount of free time I either read or
Yeah.
play games because I can't do both
Yeah.
because I'll just
It's
play
so
games.
hard.
It
Yeah,
just
it's
ends
so
up being
hard.
games. Um, so I almost have to like ration myself on
I
these
get
two
it.
things that I love doing, but I can't. It's hard to fit in like that third one of movies. Like I do love like I watch comedy movies is what I grew up watching. Like
Mhm.
Nacho Libre, Hot Rod, all like
Um,
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. All of those.
Nacho Libre is pretty damn great.
Na-
Yeah, I do love me some Nacho
Nacho
Libre.
Libre is I grew up on that, and
Yeah.
so
Tropic Thunder, that's another great
I
one.
haven't seen Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
Um,
man, you gotta see Tropic Thunder.
I have seen clips of it and I've seen parts of it, but it was rated R, so I wasn't allowed to.
I
They were
gotcha.
pretty strict on that one.
But I think you're safe now.
I think I made it like 5 years to
Yeah, you
to
can
be able
see
to watch it.
I think they'll let you in. I don't think they'll card you. I think you'll be good.
Yeah, so Tropic Thunder is on. My coworker keeps giving me movies to watch. He like brings up a movie reference, and I'm like, nope, I haven't seen that one. Like,
Oh,
I think I'm missing the
I
the
like your
essential
coworker.
movies. Um, like Blade Runner, I'm missing Terminators, Aliens, all the
God,
like
these are
older,
I
probably.
envy you. I envy you. Those are such amazing flicks you're gonna get to see for the first time.
I'm also worried that like if I watch them, I won't be impressed because they're like an older
They
style, I guess.
hold up they hold up really well.
Hmm.
I mean, this was all pre-CGI, like Blade Runner, Aliens, a lot of the early Terminator stuff, but it's so well written and so well paced, uh, it doesn't matter, like, the
Okay.
story and now that you've started reading, like, you'll totally see, it's like, I might have given up something in spectacle, but even in by the time you hit Aliens, I don't think you're giving up anything in spectacle, even though there's not a lot of CGI eye candy going on.
Hmm.
But it's so well plotted, and the pace is so the tension they bring is so well held. The characters are so well defined that you're all in on them getting through this or not.
Hmm.
It was it's they're really good. They're highly effective, even though they're from a different time.
Okay. So I have to watch these classic movies before the next time we talk again. So
It's a must. Like next time you see your coworker, you have to say, I completely approve
I'm
his
sorry
message."
I failed you.
Yeah,
I
you
so
he is so on target with what you got to see.
if you were to recommend five movies that I need to watch.
Man, those are great ones. Okay, Aliens.
Okay.
Um, let's see what Blade Runner is
Blade Runner,
great. One of my faves. Um, Tropic Thunder. You like comedy already?
Tropic Thunder. That one
Okay.
is good.
Yeah, and I mean, man, you're doing Aliens, so you got James Cameron in there, but you might as well do the first Terminator movie. I would do the first Terminator movie first, and then do Alien and Alien, so you can kind of see where Cameron
Okay.
starts and starts going.
Okay. So those it's set in stone. Those will be watched and I'll give you a full movie report.
All right, I expect you to hit me up after you watch each one.
I will let you know. Um
Okay.
I'm excited for these because my brother's a huge Alien fan.
How can you not watch? They're so good. Like I'm just saying, I'm not saying the whole series because
Yeah.
there are peaks and valleys to every franchise, but the first two, oh man, so good.
Yeah, it might have just been that like the thing was so creepy, like it looking. Like I think
Oh.
visual horror for me is a lot worse than like reading horror as far
Oh,
as it
there are
goes.
some parts in the first one that if you don't like horror, I mean, yeah, it's a sci-fi thriller, but there are some terrifying elements to that first flick that I can't imagine don't still work because
Mhm.
it's not necessarily the things they rely on more so in modern horror flicks, which is jump scares, um, sound cues and things to go
Right.
along with the jump scares and things like that, but the tension was so high, and the atmosphere was so amazingly created within these confines of this ship that they're all stuck on. Um, yeah, you're not gonna if after you watch the first Alien, the first one,
Mhm.
you're not gonna be right. You're not gonna like me for recommending that. If you don't like horror, you're not gonna like me at all.
Okay. I
It'll
will
be very effective.
Okay, I will I'm this is exciting because I need a reason to watch these movies. And if give myself a reason, I will inevitably watch them because I procrastinate a lot.
Nah.
And
What game are you playing right now that you're putting time into?
it is Battlefield 6. It just came
Oh,
out.
Battlefield. So
Um
you do a lot of, online play or a
it
lot of
is
story mode play
yeah,
online?
I'm a big into online games. Or I was until I picked
I
up
just
reading.
I am not that Twitch guy, man. I was that guy that as soon as I hit the map, I'm like, "I'm dead."
Yeah.
I would just constantly be respawning. I could never get 3 steps any direction before I was completely laid out by somebody.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is I couldn't watch our movies, but I grew up on Call of Duty, which I don't know how that passed.
Yeah, pretty violent. Yeah.
So I played Call of Duty all through middle school. Fortnite came out when I was going into high school, so that's just all I did. Um,
Playing online like that, that's a huge part of social interaction these days, though,
yeah,
you know? I mean, you're hanging out, talking with people, doing this together. It's just kind of the way the world works in a way.
yeah. It got to a point I think where it was like an unhealthy thing for me, where I did that over homework. I did that over
Oh, yeah.
everything. And I'm not gonna say that's why I was a bad student. I think there were other reasons, like I don't want to be here. I'd
Well,
much rather do
there's
other
that.
things. Yeah, there's that. It's like I don't see how this is gonna help me. And then
I remember a lot of that. I had a lot of those feelings,
yeah,
for
but
sure.
it definitely didn't help when I was like I got home, I hopped on the game, and then it was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's time for bed.
And time can go so quick, right?
Oh
Like, you
yeah.
hop on a game, and next thing, like, 3 and a half, 4 hours has gone by. It's like, it
Oh
feels
no,
like 40 minutes,
I
you
know.
know? Yeah.
And I think at to be almost like even like 2 months ago, like reading. I'm so like hardwired into like this doom scrolling thing that I'm trying to like
Mhm.
peel myself off of
Yes, it's so hard.
it. And even with that, like I'm reading and I'm like, all right, one chapter, and then I'll scroll a little bit, just to get the fix,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
with I watched your stream with Jared Henderson.
Yes.
I was there and he was talking about the tile, and he was
Mhm.
like, yeah, I got this, and I was like, oh, that sounds like the perfect thing for me. So I bought one and
Really?
I did. It was not
Jared's gonna be
$20.
so happy.
He totally lied about it being $20.
Oh, how much was it?
It was like 50, and it was
Jared.
I know his elitist tastes. It's just
Yeah,
doesn't
$20. He didn't even remember how much he paid for it.
yeah. But I got it, and then like I set up the app and everything, and I like I locked down my phone, and I
Mhm.
was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this time now? I'm gonna start reading.
Right. And it's not and you're not picking something up between chapters or anything,
Well,
right?
even when I get up to like go get like water or something, I pull my phone out and I go to look at it, and it's like locked down. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll keep moving on. But it's like just a
I'll just keep
habit
yeah,
of like
yeah.
those like 30-second waiting times in like your life that you're just like you go to immediately to open it up. Where I found that
We're all so programmed.
yeah,
It's programmed us. I mean, look, I understand that the technology is an enormous help for us, and
Mhm.
it's made so many things possible and changed the world for a lot of better ways. That it's hard, you can't dispute it, right? But at the same time, it's programmed us like we're a piece of tech as well.
Yeah.
And I think we lose a little bit of our humanity when we let that sink in and happen. I don't have the tile, but I try and do the same thing. Like when it's like, okay, here's my reading time, so I'll leave this in the kitchen and I'll go
Yeah.
sit down here under my lamp and my chair, or when I go to bed, I plug this in and then in this room and I go into the bedroom. Uh, so there's just times I try and purposefully leave it
Yeah.
behind.
Just eliminate it in total, which is the free version of doing it. You should totally
It,
do that before you get the tile.
I'm I'm a little cheap.
I I understand that. It hurt a little bit ordering it, but I'm like, this
Oh
better.
man, if I seen that was 50, I'd like, Jared, you liar, not gonna happen.
But I think it's like I wanted to escape it so bad, where I was like,
Yeah.
this might just have to be the hurdle to get me to stop doing it as
It's so
often.
fascinating to me. I saw another one of my friends, that he sent me his book, and I read his book not long ago. His name is Thomas Botea, and, I just saw him announce that he had gone back to a flip phone
Mhm.
and was, really happy about this choice, and Jacob has taken so many apps off his phone and they're now starting to think about physical media. Like he was saying, you know what, all these streaming services, we went down to the store and looked at the bargain bin, and all these movies are 99 cents and we could just have them on the shelves. And they're the movies we watch every year. Like we watch this at Christmas, we watch this. It's like, it's interesting to me how uh your generation, is like starting to come around
Yeah,
to
it's starting to full
see things in
360.
a. Yeah, yeah, it's really cool though.
Yeah, I mean, with even with the physical media thing, I have started buying CDs to put on my iPod because I
Yeah,
got an iPod because I'm like, I don't know if I want to like rely on my phone the whole time. I'm trying to take things away that my phone can do that has made it so convenient to have a phone all the time, almost to
yeah.
like separate myself from it as much as possible.
I think a part of Jacob's is, and Jacob got a little, it's not an iPod, but it's a
Hmm.
little, some kind of, it looks like a cassette that
Yeah,
used to slide into your car.
I know what it is. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, he got one of those, and it's like, I'm gonna get rid of Spotify because when you start looking at how many things you're paying monthly, like,
Yeah,
oh
it
my
adds
gosh,
up.
it'll keep you up at night, man.
Yeah, no, I started buying CDs. Like I was like I go to Barnes and Noble and they have a CD section that's
Yeah,
small, but it's something. And then even going to like used bookstores, they have tons of used CDs,
tons,
which
tons.
it's like so cool going through and it's like, oh, what type of and then you have to be selective about your music and about what actual like stuff you consume because
Right.
you don't have this physical space for it. And so
Yeah.
you have to like think about it more.
And I think it allows you to introduce yourself to new art and new
Mhm.
music, right? Like if you're if you're hitting used bookstores and things like that, you might be looking at CDs that came out years ago, decades ago, right?
Yeah.
When CDs were a thing. Like I remember some of every bit of money I used to earn when I was your age or younger, I would spend on music.
Yeah.
And I would buy it, that's just part of my budget, was I was going to spend it on music. So it was a different time where they were putting thought into making that album. What song comes after each song? How does it work as a whole? How does side A lead into side B? All these kind of thought processes went into making this album as a complete and whole piece of art. So now, if you're picking up things that maybe came out a decade ago or years ago or something, it's like, oh, you're going to hear music you never. I like this one song. It's in the bargain bin for $2. I'll go ahead and pick it up for this song.
Yeah.
Give the whole album a listen to, and you like introduce yourself to a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more of a organic way of finding new stuff. And even with like I do have a streaming service app, but that's mainly so I can rip the files so I can put them on my iPod, like all the songs I know I like. And it's
Yeah.
like I will buy this, but I don't know if I want it to be like a forever song for
Hmm.
me cuz like I might it
Yeah.
might just be like a trendy or viral song for right now, but I don't know if I want it to do that.
To
So
have it forever
yeah.
in the library. Yeah, yeah.
So I've been going through like Eminem's discography recently, and I'm like, oh man, like his new music is completely different from his old music, and it really puts into perspective how much stuff can change. And
Yeah.
even if you listen to it, like everything he's made within like 3 days, like you're almost evolving with him over these decades.
Oh, yeah, and not only how much the work can change, right, but how much that artist has changed and the work is reflected through their
Hmm.
journey and what's gone into change them. He's like, you know, Eminem is a perfect example of what he went through, like his, you know, his, s s some of his work, Stan and all these, is like
Yeah.
exactly what he was going through, you know, and, it's a great reflection of the artist in his work and how he changed and how he sees the world differently as he moves forward on his journey and stuff. And that's all the great stuff. And sometimes I think we lose some of that in the modern age because we're just going. It's just everything's a la carte. You're just going song by song by song,
Yeah.
and sometimes these songs that really mean as much to the artist, to they're pouring their heart out, it's not the hit, so it's not
Yeah.
gonna be, you know, featured on one of these streaming services or looked up that much, but it's where the connection is sometimes, you know?
And even like with the way that I think music is served to us today through these, like it kind of puts less y- pressure on the artist to make it an all one piece and kind of just
Yeah.
like a collection of hits almost
Oh, that's think
is the
about the
goal.
pressure there. Think about the pressure, man.
Yeah.
Like, every song you put out's gotta be a pop hit on its own.
Yeah. And it's like if it's not, then you're out of a job basically.
Yeah. Whereas before, I mean, think about him as a recording artist would be like, "You know what? I'll give the studio their hit or I'll try my best to give
Hmm.
them their hit, and some of these things, some of these slots are for me."
Yeah.
You know? And you worry about losing that, or I do anyway, I mean, you know, but I've got boxes. I've got in that closet over there, I bet I've got 250, 300 CDs.
Yeah.
And everything went to streaming and they've sat in the box there, and I'm like, "Oh, should I take those in and just you know, sell them at the used bookstore like you were saying?" It's like
Yeah.
now I'm thinking about, "No, I'm gonna go
They got to hold
one
on to
by
these.
one and start putting them all, you know, on some kind of device or hard drive so I can hold on to them."
Yeah. Do you think that the same way that music is turned into a streaming first sort of industry, do you think that might happen with like Kindle books eventually?
Well, I mean, that was the big fear. I think a lot of people thought it would,
Mhm.
but I think now, just like CDs or just like things that are coming back around, I think a lot of young people. I mean, like yourself, like you went back to 2023 and said, "You know what? I'm gonna do this."
Mhm.
And I see kind of a movement going. Even if you're not reading a lot, people are like, "You know what? I'm gonna build like a little library in my home. I want like these things. I want these things to touch." And
Yeah.
I think the more transitory the world becomes, that starts to become important to us as people. You know, I think and I think AI moves us more towards that. I want something that I can touch and I can have and I can go back to and I know is part of the human experience that I can plug into
Mhm.
without any question. And I think that's part of the physical medium. And then I think there's companies out there doing such beautiful books like Broken Binding and Illumicrate and things like that are doing like these actual works of art that you can put on your shelf as well right
Yeah.
now. So I see a lot of lovely movements in younger people going, you know what? I want a shelf with some books in my house. I think it brings something to my house. I think it makes me feel a certain way when I come in every night and close the door behind me and know
Mhm.
I'm home. It gives me a sense of self and a sense of respite and a sense of sanctuary, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it, even I bought in. A lot of the books I wish I had today on my shelf,
Mhm.
like I don't have because at that time I thought, oh, I'll just get an ebook of it. Why do I need, you know, why do
Yeah.
I need to pile up all these books? God, I wish I had that book now, you
Yeah,
know?
there is
So I
there is a big difference between like reading on a e-tablet or e-reader than it is to
yeah.
like physical. I think
Oh,
what really cemented that was reading Wind and Truth physically and exclusively physically.
yeah.
So that took me.
Did your forearms hurt?
I bought a pillow specifically to hold the book, and
That's the that's what Brandon should market
yeah,
is a lap
a
pillow.
lap.
Yeah.
It was a lap pillow specifically for that book. So I'm not like my arms hurt. Like even like reading like a regular book right now, I have to like lean my arm against something or they're gonna fall asleep. Because I'm just
Yeah.
I haven't built the arm muscles for it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one, oh my gosh, I read it physically too.
Yeah, I
And
well
and it
all the other ones I've read audio because I'm at work and
oh, you did audio.
yeah
Okay.
my job permitted so I can like I can just listen to audio all day. It's a bunch of mundane stuff. Now it's like I can't really do audio that much because I have to think too much at work, and
Right.
now it's like I can listen to audio for maybe the first like on the way there plus like
Mhm.
20 minutes and that's about it. And reading reading it physically like it I can't like listen to audiobooks for like a long time anymore. Like there's a
I have a hard time with audiobooks too.
mhm.
Yeah. And I love them. I think audiobooks are great, and I think it's expanding the audience, and I'm not one of those people that think, "Oh, you didn't really read it because you listened to the audio." I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
that at all.
That's bogus.
Um, but, I don't know, there's something about the experience of just reading to for me, that I it's just my go-to, it's my happy place, like, it's almost meditative for me to do that.
Yeah.
An audiobook, I think my mind jumps around so much, like, I'll realize it's like, "Man, I've lost the past 5, 6 pages. I don't know what happened."
Yeah. Well, it's not even pages. It's like I don't know what just happened the
Yeah,
past 5 minutes. Like
exactly,
someone needed to talk
exactly.
to me at work, and I kind of I forgot to pause, and I'm like, well, I gotta like go backwards in this to figure out what just happened.
Yeah.
Um, but with uh, I read most of my books were consumed by audio. Like I
Mhm.
read them through audio until last December, and then from then it's been all physical for me. Um, I have an e-reader. I don't use it. It's collecting dust right now
Yeah.
because I just bought well, sometimes I think I might need a e-reader because I just picked up it,
See, that's another chunker right
which
there.
is 1,000 or 1,100 pages or something.
Right, and I think if you get into that, Justin, you're gonna see some similarities between what Malfi did.
Yes, I do see them
Yeah.
already. Even
Mhm.
within the first like I'm 100 pages in, and I feel
Oh,
like I
yeah.
haven't gone anywhere with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, there's a reason this thing's 1,000 pages long. I, it's not like a Sanderson where like almost every other page or like every page matters. Like this one, I maybe I'm just not far enough to realize how much the early pages matter in it. And
It's
so,
I think when you get further in, you'll see, the payoff is in knowing those characters so well.
mhm, yeah,
So when the bad things start to happen, and I mean, no spoilers here.
yeah,
It's a horror book, so bad things are gonna happen.
bad things happen.
Um,
There's a clown.
when yeah, ooh, so when bad things happen, you definitely feel it because these people have become a part of you,
Yeah,
because you've traveled with them for so long.
and I think he's doing really well at setting that up. Especially, this is my first Stephen King book too.
Oh,
I'm
really?
completely
Okay.
new to everything. So the way my Barnes and Noble is laid out is there the fantasy
Mhm.
section's the little one right here, and all around it's horror. Like the other side of it's horror. So like
That's usually the other way around. Horror is like here, and fantasy has a way
yeah,
bigger breadth.
my fantasy section's small. It's mainly just I don't even know what they have going on there. Like it's like fiction, just regular fiction is the biggest section. Then there's like
Yeah,
fantasy
that's
has its little corner,
yeah.
and then manga's huge now. So
Oh,
it
there's
takes up
mangas.
the whole back half of the store.
Yeah.
Um but no, like my sister is big into horror and stuff, so she's like over on the other end. And now that I read like Ronald Malfi, I'm like peeking my head over there a little bit more, trying to figure out what's going on.
Stephen King is so you're 100 pages in, so what do you think? just of his style, how he sucks you into a story.
It
What are your feelings?
it is almost like once you start reading it, I it's hard for me to start reading it, but once I do start, I'm like, okay, this like I don't feel it doesn't feel like I'm watching the page numbers go by as I'm reading it. I
Yeah,
don't I don't feel the burden of reading, I guess. I don't feel a burden reading this book and
I totally get it. Like there are sometimes there's that book is like if I want to get 100 pages done today, like I'll check that page number enough times to
every
know how
couple of
close
times.
am I.
Yeah.
Yeah, how far have I gotten? How far do I have to go? How close am I? And then there's other books where you're just like, yeah,
It's like, oh man,
he's
I've
a he's he's a storyteller like that for
yeah.
sure. For me anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of has the same feeling of Empire of the Damned for me.
Oh
Of
man. So
like
are you caught up there?
I am. I'm waiting for Dawn to come out.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Fully caught up with that. I'm so ready. That comes out in a week from now.
Yeah.
Um, but it kind of feels like not even like story wise or anything, but the same like feeling of like the last like 250 pages of that book I read in one sitting. I was like sitting there and I'm just going through, and it's
That's
like it's been 4 hours. What?
that's when you got a good one, right?
Yeah,
Like that's you're in, right? When you
yeah.
could just I'm not getting up until this is done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
sit on the couch. We'll see how far I get, and it's 4 hours later. And I'm like, oh, I'm done with the book, and
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel after that.
Oh, man.
But
That's a great trilogy, or so far.
yeah,
I'm
so
sure
far
he'll
it's
wrap it
good.
up in grand fashion. Yeah.
I've heard he has done well in wrapping it up, and it also surprised me that most of his like readership is female, like seventy
That
percent of it.
surprises that surprises me too.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe from his earlier stuff is different. I've
yeah.
only read this trilogy. Like, I haven't read
hmm
the anything else, so
I
I don't know.
I've read the first chapter of Nevernight, and
Okay.
I was like, I'm not ready for this right now. This is he throws some wacky stuff. Like he throws wacky stuff in this one where it's like everything's
Oh,
in
yeah.
quotes or
Yeah.
and it's with this one is like you almost get like two perspectives of the same thing within the first chapter and you
Oh,
don't know which
okay.
one is the one you're going to be following. Cuz like
Okay.
obviously you can't follow both of them the whole time cuz it's based off of one character, but which one
Mhm.
is that character's which one's true, I guess. So you're
Yeah.
kind of like you're already on your heels when you first start. So it's like it's intriguing in how he does it, but I'm like, I have a busy time. I can't focus on this one right now. Cuz
That's
there's
really interesting.
yeah,
I
it
I've
was odd.
I've got Nevernight, but I haven't picked it up yet. That kinda makes me wanna see what's going on there.
Yeah, and there's like the normal like, oh, there's footnotes, so it's be
Oh, yeah,
wary.
that's kinda cool.
And
Yeah.
I footnotes just feel like a textbook thing to me, and
Takes you back to an unhappy place.
I don't know if it was unhappy. I just didn't pay attention, really. I was somewhere else. I was playing on my
Yeah.
Chromebook playing games. I wasn't
There you go, man.
wasn't reading
Yeah.
textbooks. Um, but no, I like that Empire of the Vampire was like this is my first real introduction to literature vampires, I guess.
Mhm.
Other than no, no, that is the first one.
That's it,
Um,
yeah. It's
and
a good one.
I love it. I had to go on eBay to find a signed UK version of the first one.
I got these I have the Barnes& and Noble versions,
Yeah.
and, the UK covers are so much better.
I have both. So I bought it digitally first because I was
Mhm.
like, I got an e-reader, I'm gonna use it. And then it's like, oh, 20 bucks for a book. This is crazy.
It is crazy for an ebook.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel almost taken advantage of with that price.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean I looked through like Amazon and stuff, and they had the US hardcovers for the first one, and I'm like, all
Mhm.
right, we'll buy that one. And then this thing is huge, like it's a
Yeah.
thick one, and then you get the second one, Empire of the Damned, and it's like half the size, and you're like, this can't be right.
Yep. Yeah, but that's because the paper's so
Yeah,
thin.
it's
If it was
deceptive.
if it was actually on good paper, it would be the same it'd be about the same size.
It's about the same with the UK ones at least. They're about the same
Yeah.
size. And then
Yeah.
The third one looks around the same size of the UK ones. I don't know what the American one looks like. Um,
I don't know. I'll probably get the Barnes& and Noble one so they all match,
yeah,
but, I mean, the UK ones are so much prettier.
and there's so many versions of the UK ones too. I mean, you have the Illumicrate, you have uh the Barnes and
I
Noble
think
or the Waterstones one, I think is what it is over there.
Waterstones ones does
There's so
one,
many like
yeah.
little boutique shops that are doing like a special edition of it. It's hard to keep track of them all.
I know, it's crazy, it's
He,
crazy.
he's doing pretty good, I think.
Oh, I think he's doing very well, yeah,
um,
and he should, he's a talented guy. He's
yeah,
super talented,
he's
I
really
love his
good.
this has been a great trilogy. I mean, I cannot wait for book 3 to come out. It's weird because, uh, couple things that I've really been a fan of are wrapping up, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. So even with talking about Empire of the Vampire, it does bring a question up of how you would. So recently, I watched Ramel Broadcasting,
Mhm.
his channel, and he did not like Empire of the Vampire at all.
Really? That's surprising me. I
Yeah,
thought he liked horror a
I
lot.
think he DNF'd it,
DNF? Yeah.
DNF'd it like within the first like 50%. And
Wow.
I guess
Okay.
my question is like if you were to watch, how do you intake someone else's opposite feelings of a book that you otherwise liked? Like,
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing about that I think is where a lot of the magic is for me,
hmm
is yeah, we're all so different. We've all had our own individual journey, and we've all been brought up in a singular place by individual people that will never be duplicated again, no matter how much time goes by. And we all are going to see the same piece of art completely differently.
hmm
We're our own soul, we're our own beating heart. So there's no right, there's no wrong. I mean, there's only your interpretation. There's only your take on it. So if somebody takes my favorite book and go, "Oh, I just couldn't get through it," right on, man. That's totally cool. Like that's great.
yeah,
That you are bringing something that I'll never be able to bring to it.
hmm
You know, so I think that's where the magic is where people can look at a story, the exact same story, and they will connect or they will not connect because of their own personal journey, and that art's going to mean something entirely different to both of them, and that's super amazing to me.
yeah. So when in Truth came out, that one was I would
Pretty
say
divisive.
divisive. Yeah, I would say a turning
Yeah,
point for a lot of people who liked Sanderson. They
yeah.
I don't, not to like shy anyone away from reading it, but like they
Oh no,
definitely
I.
turned their heel on that one. And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know if this is it for me anymore. If this is the way he's gonna keep going with stuff, and like reading it, and like I almost find myself like hard to form my own opinions about this
Hmm.
stuff because I see immediately after I finished reading, I'm like, oh, I got to see what other people felt about this
Hmm.
because I don't know
Hmm.
how I
Hmm.
feel about this, and then I feel like I
Hmm.
get swayed too much in one direction or the other.
That's the thing. I mean, and we can be because we want to have experiences and we want to share experiences. Especially through art. That's a very
Yeah.
human thing, right? Um, so I mean, I can hear people talk about something that completely have a 180 take than and I still can say, "Oh wow, that's a very cogent, interesting take on it. That's a great argument. That's kind of persuasive." But I think I've traveled long enough in my own skin to
hmm
where I'm just more comfortable going, "Nah, I felt this way about it." And I might not even have a reason. Just when I sat there and read it, I felt this way
Yeah.
about it. So for me, that's right. Doesn't mean it's right for everyone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that person doesn't have a very persuasive, cogent argument and artistic take on the same piece of work. Um, it just means we're different.
Yeah. And even with that, I feel like I started journaling with Disquiet Gods.
Mhm.
Joanna made an awesome video with NLR
Yes.
and Four Corners of the Page, I think his
Yeah.
name is. So
Mhm.
I after I watched that, I went out and bought a journal, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm it's hard for me to articulate how I feel about stuff. Um, so I think writing it down and even being like, Like
It's huge.
at the moment where it's like I do not care for these people right here.
Yeah,
And that's where I leave it at. I don't have to explain. I don't feel like I have to explain why.
of course not. It's just for you.
Yeah, and it really it's it's something I look forward to now, even after like doing it for a
This
few
is so
days.
exciting. This is so exciting, Justin, because I mean, not only did you start in 2023 and go, you know what, I'm going to read this. I'm going to see what's up with that. And now here it tail into 2025, you're going, not only am I going to continue reading and going on this journey and like Malfi did, make me uncomfortable,
Yeah,
make me think about things, make me consider what do I really feel about that. But that journey is important enough for me to go get a journal and actually start to jot my own thoughts down. This
yeah.
is huge stuff, man.
Thank you. Um, could a lot of it is almost a sort of, I wouldn't say jealousy, but like an envy of you being able to just like you say, oh yeah, I read this book this week, and then for like 10 minutes you just explain like the first 50 pages of the book, and it's like, how did how does he get all of that and be able to articulate it and know how he feels about it so quickly during it?
Here's the, and I'll give you it's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody had their own journey, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I my journey took me to a certain place, and I spent a lot of years in theater, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in theater and you're on stage, that's part of it. But another part of it is if you're not on stage at that point, you're in the audience and you're watching other people's work all the time, all the time. And you find yourself in these lobbies talking to and it's like I'll know I went to you'll go to festivals and it's like we're going to watch 15 plays over 3 days or 4 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're at a festival over the weekend. And you're there with artistic directors from all across the country that have come to this new plays festival. So you find yourself in the lobby at intermission or in between plays listening to some of the most amazing producing artistic directors that have come from their companies all over the world uh, interpret what they just saw, say how it made them feel, and I have been in and amongst those conversations for decades, years and years and years and years. So for me to look at a piece of work and try to internalize it and interpret it and spit back out what that is, that's what I've been doing for decades.
Yeah.
So that's and I'm not even that good at it. I've just stood in the lobby next to people that are just mind-blowingly great at it, and
Yeah.
it makes you work to get better, and it makes you admire that ability, you know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's just the rooms that I've been in through my journey. That's all it is. Nothing special. Nothing impressive. It's just each and every one of us have our own journal, have our own journey. Now, what you're writing in your journal and what you're saying, don't like these people, don't know why, don't have to say, doesn't matter, totally mine.
Yeah.
That's every bit as important and relevant as some of the best people that would stand in that lobby and go on and wax philosophic about what they just saw in beautiful terms because it's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours. It's your interpretation, and no one else in the world can have it.
Yeah. That's that. You couldn't have said it any better. I don't think that was that. It makes me think about even like trying to become better at even like recommending stuff because I want to get to a point where I can like talk about it and almost sell it to other people. Kind of like what you were. I guess you were. It's like the salesman of BookTube. I don't know if anyone has called you that, but I think of you that way, where you're really
I
good at selling these book, even like ones that you're not too keen on. Like you can find the good in them and still try and find the right audience for it.
Sure. I think there's a good in so much. I guess that and some people might not like that. Oh my gosh, he likes everything, and I think that's valid.
Hmm.
But you'll get better, dude. I mean, you will. It's like a couple years you have, and you've already got to the point where you're journaling. Next thing you know, down the road, you'll be journaling, don't like these people. And next thing you know, it's going to be 5 or 6 or 7 lines of why,
Yeah,
and it's just this, your personal journey through art and story is just beginning, and where it will take you and how it will change you and who it will introduce you to. Think about what's going to happen here in a couple of weeks. You're going to be in a room full of your fellow peers and fellow booktubers and uh, new friends that you will probably have for the rest of your life. And we're all going to stand in a room together at a space and time and celebrate an artistic achievement by an artist that we follow. Um, could you have seen that as your reality 4 years ago?
absolutely not. I don't know where I would be the next week.
So already your journey has changed you so enormously. It's like I can't wait to see where it takes you. It's going to be amazing to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it takes me as well. That is a I think a thing that as not that I'm old, but as I get older, that I'm like, oh, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm kind of just gonna let the wind take me and see where
Yeah.
I go with that one. And I think with this whole booktube thing of like finding people that I trust their opinion and I know what they like and don't like, that can almost help guide me into what I want to be.
Hmm.
Which, especially right now, like it's trying to find what I want my career to be. Yeah, like what do I want to do the rest of my life? That's like a huge question. That's even like from like 5 years ago. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know what's going on. And I don't know what I want to do. But I think finding people who have even like older people who have like found their place and kind of shepherd these other people. It's like, hey, this is how I found it. Here's how
Hmm.
you can find it. Even with like you have such a expansive history, is lore is what it feels like. Is like, oh yeah, I owned a comic book shop. Oh, and by the way, I did own a company that did plays, and it's like I feel like you're almost it's like, oh yeah, I did that once. It's like it could
I
be like
had
any job.
Yeah, and that's a life in the arts. I've had so, and I'll to this day I'll tell Jacob, it's like, yeah, I've done that. I had a job that did this. And he was like, are you kidding me? How can
Yeah,
you have had so many jobs? And it's like, son, it's because I would quit every job. Like if I got an acting job, I would quit whatever job I had
yeah.
so I could go do this and
Hmm.
chase this. And then after that was over, that play closed or wrapped or whatever, that tour was done,
You go
you'd
find a
have to
new
go
one.
find another job,
Yeah.
you know?
And
And
even with Belltube, he used to own a bar, and then now
yeah,
he's doing. I think he sells his like own like product now. He has a
his
flask,
Bell Flask, yeah.
which looks pretty cool. I might need to get one of those.
He is that guy can tell some stories, man. That
Yeah,
guy has had a life.
yeah,
Brian is my, I'm telling you, I love Brian to death.
yeah. I want to talk to him at some point, just to like
Oh, you should totally have him come over and talk. Like
yeah.
he's the best. He's the greatest. Yeah.
And I think it would be beneficial for me because I'm not, I guess, used to talking to an older generation. I'm sorry if I'm calling you old a lot. I don't
Dude,
mean
I
it
am
that way.
old.
But but
You're
other
not gonna hurt my feelings, it's obvious.
yeah, but in like talking to an older generation is it feels so much different than like when I was talking to Jacob. I was like, oh, I basically know this guy. Like we have the same
Oh,
interests
yeah.
and stuff. Like
Sure.
conversation went so well, but I find myself like now like listening to you and it's like, oh man, I really need to change what I'm doing right now.
Well, no, I mean, I no, but you're the thing is, it's like I think I'm just wowed by you, dude. You're I can't wait to watch your journey. It's going to be amazing. Um, and you're so self-actualizing and self-aware and wise in so many ways. It's like I want to make this change in me. How do I do that? Who do I talk to? How do I go on from there? And it's like, do you realize how rare that is? I mean, you've got to have a lot of friends around your own age and stuff at your own position in life to know like that's not entirely normal.
Yeah, with my group of friends, everyone's moved away now, so
That's tough.
I'm not in contact as much in person, at least. Like every weekend or so, we'd get on and it's like, oh, let's play games. But that's about it.
Yeah,
There's not much of like a an in person friend that I other than my brother, who has become one of my best friends.
that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah. So I don't like. It's kind of hard seeing it within your family because you get so used to like, oh man, yeah, he's doing awesome, and it's like, you kind of just like click it off mentally. You're like, oh,
Mhm.
they're just saying stuff, family
Well, I'm not
talking,
in your family, and I'm gonna say you're doing awesome, Justin.
and
And I can't wait in a couple weeks, dude. I'm gonna give you the biggest hug, and you're gonna meet so many people that are gonna be friends. Like that's the amazing thing that I found. Like, the best one of the best gifts I've ever had is when Jacob built this channel for me because he was tired of me chasing around telling him to read these books. He said, "I'm gonna get you people to talk to, so you'll leave me the heck alone."
yeah,
And and that the friends you get, the friends you make,
yeah,
that I mean, we may not be next door from each other, but it's like you're going to watch these movies and you're going to hit me up and let me know after you've watched, and we're going to chat back and forth. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be able to give each other a big hug, and you're going to meet so many people, and it's like it's crazy, man. It is truly changing. It's
yeah.
life changing in a way.
It is. I do think that after picking up reading and finding BookTube, that
Hmm.
my life has definitely steered into a different direction than where I thought it would go. It's made me actually use the camera I bought. Because I'm like, oh man, I wanna make like, because as a kid, my whole my whole being a kid is like, I want to be a YouTuber. That's what I want to do. I
That
want,
was Jacob's thing too.
yeah,
Jacob and his buddies, like that was. It's interesting to me how I mean that didn't exist when we were kids,
yeah,
but that's so prevalent now amongst young people. It's like I want to do that.
yeah. Where it's like, I want to get paid to make videos and play video games, and that would be the life.
That does sound pretty sweet. I
Yeah,
gotta admit.
and so that for the longest time, that was what I wanted to do. So like when I was little, I used to like make these videos on my phone of me playing Minecraft, and it's like, oh look, you guys, here's me playing Minecraft. My voice was a couple octaves higher, and and even like looking back at that now, and it's like I made it. I wouldn't say I made it there. I'm not a YouTuber, but like I'm starting to go there, but
Dude,
in a
yeah, I mean,
completely different.
I'm on your channel.
You are, and I really appreciate that. That's
You're not on mine, so how can you not be a YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm starting on this path, but I took a completely different road than when I thought I would during like, cuz I didn't know, like it was like a fog of war almost, where like the further you're going the more is revealed. And it's
Yes.
like I stepped in and it's like, "Oh, it's an immediate right turn. We're we're not going straight at all towards there."
Yeah.
Um and it's even like, it's like, "Oh man, I want to be a YouTuber so bad." And then here I am, I'm actually making videos, not regularly, but sometimes making videos. And like there's sometimes like I tag Philip in there because I know he'll, if
Hmm.
he gets tagged, he'll comment, and it's like I get to
He'll
talk to
watch
someone
and
about this.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah, he is such a nice guy. Um,
He is one of the nicest men I've met, like, in my life.
yeah,
Like, just giving and lovely and just a lovely, lovely man.
yeah, and even like seeing people like him, I was like, there's no way that I would have, like, I probably would have met someone like that in my life, like going on, but like this is definitely a almost like a cooler way of meeting them.
It's interesting how I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, right?
Hmm.
And you've got your channel, and what's becoming more important now that you have it is not the channel or the act of being a YouTuber, but the people you're meeting
Yeah.
and the stories you're taking in and the way that's impacting your life and changing you.
Hmm.
And that's the amazing part, right?
Yeah, it's like climbing to a top of a mountain just for you to get past the cloud, and it's like, "Oh, this mountain's a lot higher than I thought it would be."
Yeah,
And
yeah. The
and
view is totally different.
yeah, and it's a completely different goal from now on. I still don't know what I want to do with my life, as in like
Dude, you're crazy
career-wise.
young, man.
I
You
know,
are
and
crazy
people
young.
keep saying that, but there's always
Yeah.
like a thing in the back of my head, and I don't think social media helps with that at all. Of looking at other people and they're like my age and they have like all these things, and it's like, well, where did I go wrong? I just
Yeah.
I chose the before I was born, I chose the wrong body, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear that. Yeah, I think social media is tough. And I think about, when I was young and wow, we were lucky. We didn't in a
yeah,
way, you guys were lucky because it's such a different outlet and a different way to express yourself, and you have so much it gives you so much, but it comes with a cost,
yeah.
it really does.
And even like thinking of like it's not like you guys didn't have struggles as kids before, but now it's just struggles in like a different area, I guess.
Well, and I'm not the struggles may kinda I mean, I think struggles are always the same. We always have struggles, but I think now those struggles are just aired and shared in a way that is is
Yeah,
scary,
it is.
Like,
And stuff gets around quicker. Everything like
yeah,
the instant something happens, you can go onto Twitter and see that horrible thing that just happened.
so true. And yourself, like, people like, I made horrible mistakes when I was young.
Hmm.
We all do, right?
Yeah,
But I was lucky enough to come from a generation where they're not cataloged and saved,
yeah.
uh, on
That
the
is
on the internet for me to see 30 years later,
yeah. That is a big fear of having that digital footprint. Where like now you are where I would say a lot of kids, people my age, are like in this internet mind space,
Sure.
and it almost like in like a schoolyard if something happens, like, hey, I heard this about this. But now
Mhm.
it's like instead of it being contained to a schoolyard, it's contained to
Right.
the whole world. And
Right.
it's there's the it's so difficult navigating that and trying to like stay in your own little corner. It's like, no, 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 I didn't say that. No, this is how what I believe in. This is
Mhm.
what
Right.
I am.
And that's I mean, the pressure that has to bring,
Hmm.
to a young person trying to figure things out and start out, whereas you know, we had a laboratory to try things and fail, that whatever we failed at or however badly we failed at or in whatever way we failed, it wasn't cataloged
Yeah, it
and
wasn't
etched there
announced to
forever.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It was a different it's so I mean, I'm not saying like you say, I'm not saying we didn't have struggles or whatever, but, I think the pressure is definitely in a different pitch now for people your age,
Yeah,
for sure.
and even like younger
Oh,
generations
yeah,
too.
think about younger?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, I have a younger sister, and like there's like high school drama, and I'm like, I don't even know how to deal with this because and I was in high school 5 years ago. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
it's moving that fast, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know how to help you with your problems here. This is this is way different landscape than what I'm used
It
to.
it's above my pay grade, and it was only 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So, what are you reading currently? What is on the stack right now of it increasingly high books?
I, when we wrap up here, I've got, like, probably 45 pages left of Jade War by Fonda Lee.
Okay. Um,
So,
I
I will finish tonight.
I struggled with the first book of that one,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think it was because of the audiobook. Maybe I
Oh,
don't
you
think I liked
audiobooked it?
I did. I tried it. I got to the 50% mark, and
Mhm.
like I'm like this narrator's not jiving with me. So I think I have to go back and physically
Yeah,
read that
that's
one.
that's so hard for me. I get into that rut a lot.
Mhm.
That's why I just don't even listen to audiobooks because it's like, "Oh, man, I don't know about that choice. I probably would have done that differently," or, like,
Yeah.
all it's just easier for me to read it and let the whole movie roll in my head,
Yeah.
my own way,
Because
you
you don't have
know?
to try and
Um,
pronounce stuff out
yeah,
loud when you're reading it meant in your head. Because like
and I
you
just it's funny, I talked about it on the Weekly Reader, and it's like, I mispronounced somebody said in comments, it's like, "I listened to audiobook and the name is pronounced like
oh
this," and it's
yeah.
like, "Oh."
I did just see sorry, quick tangent. I did just
No, go
see
ahead.
the video that came out today with the John
Picasso.
Picasso. I listened to
Yeah,
that on my lunch and like around my lunch, and like what a cool dude
dude,
that
he
is.
is so
Like
awesome.
I didn't even know what he did, and I don't think I've seen. Like I have to look up what book covers he did because he's done all these book covers, but I don't.
If you, I know you were listening,
Mm.
but, I bet we have over 10 of his covers that come
Oh, they
up
go
during
up.
the yeah, they
Okay,
come up during the interview, so you can see so much of his art during that interview. So
okay.
if you just wanna go back and, like, scan through and look at the covers and
You're just
stuff,
trying to get
you'll
another
see
view out of me. I see.
you'll see a bunch of his work, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Um.
Or just Google John Picasso. He has his own website with all of his art on it. It's
Okay.
like, that dude's amazing.
Yeah,
Like, he's amazing.
he's really good. But back to Jade City. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, no worries.
I listened to it and I'm like, this is kind of cool. Like, I like the world. I like what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this Jade thing, Jade superpowers, and I think the audiobook just really like the narrator really threw me out of it.
Yeah, you might wanna just try reading it and see how it hits you.
Hmm.
It might just be one that doesn't hit for you.
Yeah,
I'm loving it. It's like, "Oh my god, I am loving this book so much."
yeah. And you're on the second one, right?
Yeah, I'm on the
Jade
second.
Legacy or
Jade
War?
the
Oh,
3rd is Jade Legacy.
you have the Broken Binding ones too.
I do.
I am jealous of that. I got into the subscription too late. Um.
Oh, that was my first
Oh, really?
books I got when I got in the, finally I was on the waiting list forever,
Yeah.
forever, and finally I got out of the waiting list. Those were the first books that came in
Mhm. Are
on in
you
my subscription
are you a
box.
tier 2 or 1?
I'm just tier 2. I don't
Okay.
get the signed copies or anything.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that they weren't signed in the tier 2. So I got them. I'm like, "Oh, I think my first one was the Remedy Feist ones, the Rift War."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is sick." I opened it and I'm like, "They forgot my signature." Oh no.
No. Yeah, mine aren't signed either. I
Like,
think they have so few of the tier 1
oh
to
yeah. I
go
think
around,
it's
yeah.
like there's it, I mean, and even like the months of like forethought before these. It takes so much work, I would imagine, to put these together, like, months in advance before it
Yeah.
even maybe, like, I think they're working, like, years in advance, right?
I would bet so. I bet, like, they have their whole slate for 2026 figured out. I would think that they work that
Yeah,
far in
or
advance.
even start printing or getting
Yeah.
those ready to print. Um,
Have to. When you think you're shipping every month.
yeah. I've been doing it for 6 months now. I just got the 3rd of the Rebecca Roanhorse trilogy
Me
because
too.
it was Rift War and then that
Rebecca
one,
Roanhorse.
and then
Yeah.
next is Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty excited about. I haven't read those,
Me
but, like,
too.
I heard
I haven't either.
I I I don't know if I'm gonna start with that one immediately. That one's not too high on the TBR, but it would be cool to have a cool version of that one.
Yes, it looks great, and everyone says I'm gonna love it because, I'm
Mhm.
old,
Yeah.
and all the musical references from the '70s and '80s and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like, "Oh, I bet I'm totally gonna love this book, I bet."
That's what I'm a little worried about is that I won't catch a lot of the stuff in there. So I gotta find
Yeah.
someone who, like, made a post is like, "These are all the things that you need to consume before reading this book."
Oh, that's out there.
Yeah. I gotta find something like that, kinda like the MCU before Endgame list.
Yeah.
I need that list, and I'm just scared it's gonna be
Oh,
a
it's gonna be
lot more.
huge, I bet.
Yeah. Um,
But you could totally listen like at work, like you
oh,
say,
yeah.
like plug in some music or, whatever.
I could listen to that, and Broken Binding has become a financial problem for me because the
The
Sun Eater
shipping will
books,
kill you.
not even shipping.
Oh,
It's just
Sun Eater
like
book.
I got sucked into the first 3 Malazan books, and I'm
Me
like,
too,
I
and
I
once you're in those first 3,
I know, and I'm like, "Well, I gotta get the second 3,"
I
and
have to get the second
I
3.
haven't even read the first book. I want to. I think that's on my 26 docket is Game of Thrones and,
Oh,
um
you haven't read Game of Thrones yet?
no, I've only I don't wanna say I've only read Sanderson, but that is majority of what I've read. I've also
Here's my
read.
prediction.
Okay,
I would say do Game of Thrones before Malazan. You're
okay,
gonna love Game of Thrones. Like if you love Stormlight and the expansive
yeah,
breadth of that and the character journeys of and all that, Game of Thrones is gonna hit so hard for you. You're really gonna dig it. I
Okay.
don't know if you've been spoiled with the show or you know everything that's gonna happen.
I've seen like half the first season, and
Okay.
then I just like it's that starting is like I'll watch it if like it's on, I'll watch the whole episode, but it's clicking the next episode where it's like,
Yeah.
or like I'm like,
Don't
okay,
watch the show. Just
okay,
just just start the books.
just read the
Just start the
books. I
books.
have
Yeah.
the mass market paperback that I've been waiting on. Like I'm like,
Perfect.
when I'm ready for this, I will. Because at the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm gonna start Game of Thrones, and I just never. I was always intimidated by it. Like this is huge. I got so much other series going on.
Stormlight, dude.
Well,
You'll be fine.
it's the amount of ongoing series I have right now where I don't want
Um,
to start another one.
I'm afraid to even look.
Yeah,
Like the number is gonna be crazy.
yeah. Like right now, I'm in Way of the Adan trilogy. I'm like 30% through the second book.
Oh, what do you think of that?
It's such a I so I started this one after I finished Kingdoms of Death
Okay.
because I needed something that like a pick me up. And the first
Something
one
different. Yeah.
was the first book. So I haven't read Lord of the Rings, but
Mhm.
it's what I imagine Lord of the Rings would feel like. Is like
Mm,
almost
mm,
like the fantasy feel of it. Like this is
mhm.
for sure fantasy, not like
Mhm.
the the. I know Tolkien's known for his like descriptive nature or prose and how even like he could tell you the history of like a hill that they walk by, and
Yes.
it's not relevant to the whole goal, but the whole series is that's what the series is. It's not like
Yeah.
the the main goal that's presented is actually just a secondary, and you're learning so much more about this world.
That is true.
And I think the feel of like this is what fantasy was and how it started and how it almost like this is like a safe option for me to read right now.
Mhm.
Um, and it's like such a good feeling to read that, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, I can't wait to go on another hike and see what's going on. And then you jump over to the other world and they're all fighting and stuff, and then you're like, oh, there's magic. How does that magic work?
Yeah.
Um,
Book 2. Oh, yeah, because I'm remembering what you get into in book 2.
yes,
It's
because
some good stuff.
in because there are dragons now. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure it's on the cover. Not much of a
Yes, there.
spoiler, but they're
Nope.
dragons, so you have that. And I feel like I'm so not caught up in like Dragon Rider fantasy. Like haven't read Aragon. You
I
have
never did either.
you haven't?
No, that was all I'm telling you, man, I was deep into
Oh,
horror
that
during that
was
time.
okay. That was during that time. Oh, my mom was big into Aragon. She loved Aragon, Harry Potter,
Oh, really?
like all the big series that came out. That was like she was into them, and I
Oh,
got
cool.
the broken binding ones of those. Looping back to
Oh,
that,
that's neat.
yeah,
Yeah.
those are that was another a lot of money. But
But, like,
I
I bet.
I'm almost treating them as like pieces of art almost. Like instead of like
Well, it's
hanging
so
it up
true.
on the wall, like I can like pick
Yeah.
it up and look at it. And every now and then, like I'd go to the leather bounds of like Way of Kings, and I just look through it, and I'm like, oh, this brings back memories that of me reading this for the first time.
Yes. Completely. I have that leather bound too, and I'll do the same thing.
Yeah,
Go back and looks like, "Oh, man, remember when Kaladin was just
yeah. When he didn't know any
here
better.
at the starting point," you
Yeah,
know? Um,
he is my favorite character in the Storm White books. I know you're a Dalinar guy. You
Dalinar's my
you
guy.
got a tattoo and everything, which is
Yes,
pretty.
because but it's because I'm old, Justin.
I don't think that's it. I really like Dalinar too. So maybe I either you have a young part in you, or I have an
That
old
could
part in
be.
me.
See? That we meet in the middle.
We meet in the middle at
Yeah,
Dalinar. That's where we
yeah.
meet. Um, actually, I loved Kaladin so much, and Syl. You know Daniel Green's tattoo where he
Mhm.
has Syl on his arm.
I think so.
So I got something similar
Oh,
of
that is
Syl, and
cool.
it's upside down. It's her
Yeah.
turning into her Syl spear.
That is so cool.
He has so mine is based off of his, but his is like more wispy and ethereal.
Mhm.
But mine's more like cartoonish.
Yeah.
But she is her and Kaladin are my favorite Stormlight characters, and my characters in general, because I think
Yeah.
the the route that Kaladin takes throughout hit the whole like book 4 is when, or I got it in February, so I got it at a bad time when Daniel was not. There was some bad stuff happening at the time, and it was like, oh no, I just got this tattoo based off of his. A bunch of stuff happened with him, but even like getting it, I was like, I this is a thing I want to remember forever.
Yeah.
Is the feeling I had. I could relate to his whole character arc, having mental health issues myself, and being able to relate to him. Like he was the most relatable to me. Was his
Yeah.
whole, and even seeing the upwards part of that hill of like seeing him in a place where I would like to be in. It's like
Sure.
it's almost like it gives hope to
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
And
I think that's that whole character arc. And not only him, there's several of them that
yeah.
do. Shallan in a way.
Hmm.
But, yeah, Kaladin, I mean, it's almost all of them, they have to deal with who they are and what they've been through before they even have a chance of taking on what they need to do
Yeah.
in their world and what's confronting them right now, you know?
Yeah.
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 Love that part about it.
That part really connected with me about those
Did you
books.
I mean, did you Win in Truth? I mean, did that hit for you? Did you like it, or did it you say you have a
Um,
hard time lighting and figuring out exactly where you stand?
yeah, it was so with Wind and Truth, I made the mistake of I didn't look at the reviews, but I saw the thumbnails of the reviews.
Mhm.
Like, not Mike's. What's his name? He does book reviews. He's in California. He's bald, kind of. Um, shoot, you had him on your channel. I forgot his name. I'm totally blanking.
I'm sure I would know if you
Um, he's like he works in the government for in California. He re-
Oh, Matt?
yes, Matt.
Okay, Matt.
So I
Okay,
saw
yeah.
his thumbnail and he's like, there were not a lot of stars on that thumbnail. And I'm like, oh no. Like most of
Yeah.
the stuff that like I've seen of his, I've I've kind of agreed with. Where it's like,
Mhm.
oh man, like these Thunder Carl books get better and better with each one. And then it's like this is a
Mhm.
little and then
Mhm.
but seeing like his thumbnail, I'm like, oh no, am I not gonna like this? Like
Yeah.
and it kind of set like a bad switch in my head. Whereas like I don't know how I'd feel about it. Um
Mhm.
But that was, I think, before I start or right before I started it or around the time I started it. And I'm like, I'm just not going to look at anything. I'm going to
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
this whole
yeah.
thing blind and then figure out how I feel at the end of it and then go look at reviews. And
Mhm.
I think I'm ending up on the positive side of it. Like it doesn't I don't know. Like they have such big moments in each book where
Yeah.
it's like how do I
So
compare
true.
these big moments to each thing,
Yeah.
to each other book? Like I it almost same thing with Sun Eater is that it becomes all into like a one big blur of
It does,
this
doesn't it? Yeah.
series.
Well, like, for me, like, Rhythm of War is my least favorite of the entire series.
Hmm.
But talking about Kaladin, that moment Kaladin has at the
Yeah,
end of the
he
book,
has his best moments in that book.
like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's his best book or he has his best moments throughout,
Yeah,
but that ending where he finally gets and what finally happens and that's huge. That blew my mind. That brought a tear to my eye, like, when we got to that point,
yeah.
but as far as the book goes, it's like that's my least favorite book of the series,
Hmm.
but it's got that moment in it that I love.
Yeah. I see with me, I don't think I don't think I can rank them
Yeah,
other
it's
than
hard.
Words of Radiance being at the top because that was when I knew it's like, all right, this is my series. This is for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and the first book, you kind of get that. That's why you pick up the next 1,000 page brick and set it on your deck, on your
Yeah.
on your desk. but it's
You made the commitment at
you
that
made the
point.
commitment.
Yeah,
And it's like, well,
yeah,
I already bought the second one. I might as
yeah.
well like get through it. And then it's like, oh man, like even if the next one's like 3 million pages, I will work my way through that. It made it worth it for me to go through the series. And even hearing like you don't like you number four is not your favorite, and I think you don't like it.
Right.
Um and like seeing other people's like, yeah, number four is the worst. It's like you kind of get like it's like, oh, is number four not gonna be my favorite? Like,
Sure, you get those preconceived ideas
yeah.
before you even go in. Yeah,
But I enjoyed number 4, I think, just as much as all the other ones. Like, I don't think there's ever been a like, I haven't thought, like, "This is bad." Like,
yeah.
this is not for me. There's not been one moment of that throughout for me,
And
and
I'm kind of with you. Like I enjoy. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy number four.
yeah,
I'm just saying it's my least favorite of it. I think and like when in truth, got people were harsh, and it's
yeah.
like I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it's my favorite, or I'm not saying I have no problems with it, or but it's I kind of there's a lot of this I really liked.
Yeah, and I think when I read those, the type of reader I was like, "Alright, we'll see where this goes," and I'm not gonna predict the ending. He's gonna just take me to the ending, and that's where
Right.
I'll be. I'm not trying to predict like, oh, maybe if he did it this way, it'd be better.
Hmm.
I was like, I just want the full. Like I'm fully immersed into where they I'm on the train tracks for the ride, and I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to like peek out to see how everything works.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and
That's the best way. I think that if you can do that, that's the best. I try and do that myself as much as I can.
yeah, and then I think as you read more, you kind of you almost for me, I'm starting to like lose it a little bit. Where now I'm like, it's like, whoa, maybe are we sure that Hadrian's gonna do this? And it's like you totally get flips on your head, and I see where that happens. But like you, Brandon can like do a twist every other chapter, and I'd fall for it. Like there,
Yeah, I know. We're talking about Mistborn. Like the final book in Mistborn is like I should have totally seen that coming, but I'm completely
well,
shocked.
and
I'm
like
completely
he
surprised.
lays the tracks, the
He
trail
does.
out, and it's
He
like,
does.
and like he says something, like you're reading, and you're like, oh no. It's like
Yeah.
that like Ratatouille meme where he's reading the letter and like his eyes get wider as he starts going down.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like that was exactly how I felt. Like when I was getting to the end of book 3, and I was like, I should have totally seen this. Why am I so shocked? But I
yeah,
love that I'm shocked.
I
Like
know.
I love that it worked for me.
Yeah, there if in a spoiler talk, I don't want to talk about that with someone.
Right. No, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, we don't
I
want to say it now, but it's just we know.
there are some moments in there where I'm like, "Oh my goodness." Like jaw on the floor, what is
Yeah.
happening? And Sun Eater is the other series that
Sunny.
has made me I'm like, "Did that just happen? Like, what are we doing?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I did shed a tear at the end of Ashes of Man.
Did
Um
you really?
I did. Like so me being online all the time. I I went on Reddit and there's like, "Oh, spoilers for Ashes of Man." And I'm like, "Ugh, I don't know." So I click on it
Don't
and then I
do
like
it.
close out of it real quick.
Yeah.
Just to be like, "Oh, I want to know so bad." But I'm like I was
Oh,
like
I bet you're
halfway through
happy
the
you
book
didn't
at this.
now. Yeah.
No, I did click on it and something got ruined for me like
Oh,
at the end of
no.
it, but immediately I was like I have to forget this. Like I
Yeah.
can't. So and then like throughout the book, I was like I know this is happening, but even when it does happen, it still hit for me. Like, and I was like, oh, this is, this is, I don't even know how to feel. This is the like, I, I don't know where he's gonna go from this. I'm lost. I don't know what
Yeah.
hope is anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It can hey, Sun Eater can go to some dark places, man.
Yeah,
I mean, bleak, dark places. He is not afraid to go to the dark,
yeah,
especially like in Kingdoms of Death, Ashes of Man area.
yeah. And them, I don't know how I feel about them as they were supposed to be as one book. I almost think that the separation of the two is, it's a nice to have, I guess. It's
I agree. Like I've talked to Christopher. and some of the stuff he adds
Mhm.
at the end of Kingdom of Death, I love.
Yeah.
Like, I would be missing something
Yeah.
if we didn't have this ending to Kingdoms of Death. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like he added that to make it like 2
To make
books, and
it
I
a
was like,
cohesive story instead of just
yeah,
chopping it in half.
yeah,
And
and
then
I'm
he
like, "Oh, man, I'm so glad you did. That's some of my favorite stuff."
Yeah, I don't even know how, like, mentally of writing, like, a whole book, and it's like, "Yeah, you gotta split that in half." And you're like, "Uh,
Can you
where do you
imagine?
even start?" Like, how do
Oh,
you
yeah.
even go back and it's like, "Well, we're gonna split it in half, and we're gonna tailor this end and tailor this end over here to make it function as 2 books."
He's a talented guy, man.
He is. I'm excited to be in the same room as him, honestly. I don't e
What you'll find is, like, he's the nicest guy in the world.
yeah. I'm I am a little worried of, like, the starstruck feeling of, like, "Oh my goodness."
I
I
th we he deflates that so quick.
Okay. Yeah. I well, I've noticed that, like, meeting, like, these people, like, I've met Matt Dinniman and, like, the whole line up to, like, getting it signed my book signed, I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, no. What am I gonna say?
Yeah,
Am
yeah,
I
yeah.
gonna say anything? Am I gonna freeze?" I go up there and it's like and then it's like, you almost putting, like, noise canceling headphones on,
It's like
and it's just woof, and it's like,
yeah,
"Oh, I'm okay. We're good.
yeah.
World's not gonna end right now." I mean, same thing with Jacob and, like, before this, it's like, "Oh, I hope I don't say something weird and weird him out."
Oh, dude, we're not I mean, Jacob and I are just a couple of doofuses,
Yeah,
like
I it's hard to, I guess, like, realize that because I've like, you guys have become, like, a weekly routine through me for me.
that's hard for us to realize.
Yeah, it's
Like, that's hard for us to like, we're just, a
yeah,
couple of
you're just do it's hard to look at it from the other end, and it's hard to
yeah.
even think that, like, people are watching the videos I put
Oh,
out.
yeah. That's so true.
And it's like, even, like, my conversation with Jacob, like, there was, like, one person, like, watching as we were doing it, I'm like, "That's amazing that someone would be even willing to
Yeah, right? There's
click on
someone out there?
watch me." And then, like, as it's been out longer, it's gotten more and more views, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"This is an hour and 20 minutes long. Why are people still
Yeah.
watching this?" And speaking of, we're going on quite a bit.
Oh, it's gone by like that though,
Yeah,
man. I've
I've
had
had
so much
fun.
fun.
I am extremely hot in this, getup. It is it is so warm. Um,
Well, I live in an old drafty house, so I have a hoodie on, I'm good.
I
But
would
you
kill for
should
that.
go cool off, my brother.
I think I might. It is
Okay,
not. Go ahead.
here's what's gonna happen. In a couple weeks,
Yeah,
we're gonna meet face to face. You're gonna meet so many people, and dude, Justin, I can't wait to shake your hand and give you a big hug. And you meeting like you're talking about like, oh man, the headphones come on and what's gonna happen.
yeah,
Like I remember at the end of last year when Jacob and I were at Dragonsteel,
yeah,
and I'm standing there with my copy of Wind and Truth, and Brandon Sanderson is like zipping by, signing everybody,
yeah,
Not when it was Way of Kings that I was standing there with, and he is like, "Am I gonna say something? Am I, it's like,
yeah,
do I what you what?" It's like, so it was like that same experience, and it was so cool to be there when this first arc of Stormlight's ending and all be together.
yeah,
And I can't wait for you to experience that. I can't wait to be there with you right where you are in this journey and to be a part of it and be there with you here in a couple weeks. It's gonna be awesome.
yeah. It's super nerve wracking for me because first of all, long plane ride. Travels always make me anxious. Makes everyone
Yeah.
anxious, I think. And then, like, going there to a completely new place, meeting people that I know of, but they don't particularly know me. And so there's, like, a weird mental dynamic in me. It's like, oh man, you're gonna think I'm just like a weirdo.
No. Well, Jacob and I know you,
Well,
so you
Jacob,
got that.
yeah, I'm kind of leaning on that crutch there. It's like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
dude,
know John.
yeah, there you go. You're in, man. We got you.
Sweet. I'm super excited for that, the gala, and to see you in a couple, only 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks, man.
That it's been creeping up on me, and it's like, oh man, a month later, I got time. I can finish 2 books in a month. Yeah,
I know, dude. It's down to 2 weeks.
yeah.
2 weeks.
I think with Disquiet Gods, I will be reading it up until the
On the
moment is
plane.
there. Yeah, on the plane. I
Yeah.
think I think it's like 60 pages a day. I
Oh, you can
will
do that.
Yeah, I think that's enough where it's like I can take my time with it a little more than Ashes of Man. And because
Definitely.
well, Ashes of Man, I didn't feel like I missed that much either. Like reading like 100
Oh,
pages a
no.
day, consuming so much, it's just so
Yeah.
it
I can totally understand how you would fly through that, especially when you get to, like, one certain part, like, from there on, like
yeah,
yeah.
it's I really enjoyed Ashes of Man, and I'm so looking forward to like even being a book away. I'm so excited for book 7. Like not knowing where this will end up for where book 7 starts. I'm excited to
Yeah.
just even be there with everyone else. It's like, "Oh man, I'm here with everyone as it's released." I guess it's like what you would felt at Dragonsteel
Yes,
and like
exactly.
the whole like
Exactly, exactly.
it's
And he's gonna the super secret release of what he's working on next, too, we'll
oh
find
yeah.
out.
Is he his fantasy book or whatever he's releasing next?
He hadn't said, yeah, whatever it
Oh,
is.
it makes me nervous cuz is Broken Binding going to do one of that one too?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, he's become an auto-buy author, as I
Yeah,
feel like a lot of authors have recently for me. Like, I
yeah.
think I got James Islington, who has a book coming out this next month too.
Strength of the few,
Strength
yeah.
of the Few. James Islington, since reading Will of the Many, I have everything he's put out.
See, that one I haven't read yet. I haven't read Willamini yet.
You haven't?
I have not. No, Willamini I have. I haven't read Lycanius. That's the one I
Yeah.
haven't read.
I haven't
Yeah,
read Lycanius either. I have them, and I'm ready, but they're 700 pages.
dude.
And that's a commitment that I think we'll have to wait till I don't know, May next year, where I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude,
"Oh,
we're
look at the."
the genre that we're in and that we love, there's some chonkers,
I
man.
know. My I was complaining to my mom the other day where it's I come home with just quiet cause I'm like, "Why do I keep doing this to myself?" It's 700 pages, like, I can't stop. Like, you get Piranesi, which is, like, 200, and it's like, "Oh, this is the perfect size book." And
Yeah,
then I look over at my shelf, and, like, more than 80% of them are above 500 pages, and it's
I know.
it's it's a problem, and you're not helping with that. Discovery is, like, 500 pages, I think.
No, it's
No, it's 450.
430.
445? 50?
Yeah,
40?
435, 440, something like that. It's under 5, I know that.
Are you gonna try and keep the series around that area? Or do you wanna Sandersonify it?
No, 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 we're never getting into that. We're never getting into book 2 may be a an ooch longer than this, but we're
Mhm.
never getting into the doorstop
Okay.
area.
You're not gonna pull a Matt Dinniman on me and, like, the first 2
I'm
where it's like, "Oh, a breezy 350 pages. This life's good," and then the next one's like 500.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
If things work out.
Yeah.
500 might
I
be
think
in the
500 would
realm.
be good, but I think once you
500
start
might be
hitting
around the realm, but I'm n would I wouldn't look for like a 7 or 800 chonker.
yeah.
I wouldn't look for that.
You're also I don't think you're in the right genre for 7 or 800 chonker, right?
I mean, there's so many genres in there, it's hard to tell,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think we're kinda it kinda has to move a little faster and be a little
Mhm.
yeah, I think right around 455 is I think a sweet spot for us,
Okay.
hopefully.
I can't wait. Now, I do hope the color of the next book, like this one's blue, and that seems to
Mhm.
be the talking story color. I kind of hope that the next one's pink because you said the title of Bunny as the
It's
next one.
look, that's the fight right now. That's no one's gonna win making the title bunny. It will be we do have plans for each of them to be like a different color moving
Okay.
on. So the next one will not be blue.
Okay. Well, I if it's pink, I want to just slate it right now that I called it.
Okay.
But
I'm not gonna tell you if you're right or not.
yeah, no, don't. I wanna be surprised. I wanna be there when you guys are all signing it on a live stream. That'll be
Oh, that'll yeah, I'm sure we will.
I'm I got this one. Oh, your guys' bookmark is so thick. Like it is huge. Like
We spare no expense on bookmarks, man.
I know. I'm scared for the safety of some of my books sometimes with how big
Yeah.
that is. But it's
It's a yeah, it's laser etched wooden
I
bookmark.
know
It's the good stuff.
it's rad. And I can't wait to have I don't know if you guys plan on doing that for all the books or how
Oh yeah.
realistic that is to do that. But I can't wait to
Oh,
have all of them and just have
we're
them all
definitely
hung up.
there is a plan.
There's a plan, and
Yep.
I think that's a good way to go about it, is having a general plan of how everything is, and then just
Yeah.
letting the road take you where it is, where it
It's
goes.
crazy because it's like the plan changes. We have a plan of what happens.
Yeah,
It seems like the closer we get to it, oh, that changed. But we're close. We're close.
yeah. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
and
this was
hanging
a
out.
blast, man.
For
Thanks so much for inviting me.
oh,
It was such a great time hanging out with you, talking with you. I can't wait to meet you in person.
yeah, it's
Truly, man, this was awesome. I really appreciate the invite.
no problem. I appreciate you coming on. This is that we're reaching bucket list right here of the new bucket list,
So
and
go get a cold beverage and cool off.
oh, I got a Dr Pepper Zero Sugar here, just for the occasion.
That's the best.
I have one thing that I have picked up recently. I need to show you.
Okay.
All right. So I was at Goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
where you find all the things that someone didn't want, and I have picked up an official Trapper Keeper.
Oh yes,
It is.
that is the best data keeping system.
I know. I'm so excited to use it. I was. We got a clip and everything. I don't even know what to
Dude.
put in this, but I'm thinking of.
Oh, you'll fill it. You'll fill it in no time,
I,
Justin.
I cannot wait. I think when I had Jacob on, I got like a zip up binder because I didn't want to spend the $30 it was for a Trapper Keeper now on like
Oh my
Amazon.
gosh, are they that much? Amy got this for me for my birthday, so I had no idea how much it was.
Yeah, it was like well on Amazon they're 30. They might have been cheaper elsewhere, but I
Yeah.
found this one for like $3.
That is amazing, dude. I cannot believe you have a Trapper Keeper. That is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yep, you better Jacob. It will not be a fan. I don't
Dude, read it and weep, Jacob.
read it and weep. We're the Trapper Keeper squad, and it's a prestigious place
Oh,
where
it's a list of 2 people.
files are stored securely with Velcro.
No one's breaking in.
No one, they're gonna see this. They're not gonna know how it works. Look at this.
They're just gonna move on.
Papers
They're
aren't
just
falling
gonna
out
move
that
on.
way.
Yeah. This, let me tell you, this goes in your locker. Bang, you are safe. You are secure.
You're secure. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna bring my Trapper Keeper up. I think I want you to sign it. I think that would be
Oh
awesome.
my god. All right, awesome. That is awesome.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much again for coming on.
Oh, you're the best,
This
Justin.
has been awesome. Thank you for bearing with me for almost 2 hours.
Dude, this was great. I had the most fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you again. I will probably be in the comments on Friday when you release your new video.
All right, man.
Sweet.
We'll look for you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you.
All right, man.